So I got a pretty consistent, so far it's 100% EX++, and it's pretty crazy. I think my high score with this team is 24 million something. It's not gonna be like a free to play guide or whatever. My Ollie is R6, and I'm also using 2 Shimmer legendaries. So if you're looking for a guide or on Shademother, this is not going to be it. This is just let me have fun, you know. I don't have a Shenpin, so the other 3 shadow bosses is I've neglected them for forever now. Ever since Shenpin's release, it's super boring to do all of the other 3 shadow bosses. So let me have fun. Let me cook. Yeah, this one, Trevor is going to shine. Like, he's going to be the best by far for this boss. He does insane damage. His S1 does 150,000 damage. His S3 does 320,000. It makes no sense at all. But yeah, this team is centered around Trevor, and as you can see, my Ollie and Trevor is running. I'm running both in the front line, so I don't really care about defense or whatever. And my support is my Abigail is running on the back line because I don't want her to lose any HP. If she loses HP and she's the lowest in the team, she will then target her S3 onto herself, which is going to waste the multiplier phase. As you can see, 21 million. If she targets her S3 onto herself, it's going to waste the turn count during the multiplier phase, because when you get a turn during the multiplier phase, you're gonna AP push the boss by like a certain percentage. But yeah, I'm using Jiang Juli here because it's safer to run Jiang Juli instead of Calmus, because in a situation where that Jiang Juli dies, he actually has that second life and he will protect himself. So and he also does a decent amount of damage, not a lot. If you run Calmus, it's probably going to be higher because Calmus does more damage than Jiang Juli, and he does like percent HP as well. But I'm running JJ just because it's safer. Yeah, my Brewster, this is the same team that I ran on my previous video if you guys didn't notice. But my sets and speed tuning is a bit different. Now my Trevor is running Avatara instead of Fiery Set. My Ollie, I made him slightly tanky because I want him to survive the first initial hit. That's the most important thing. Once he can survive the first initial hit with a crit, then it's pretty much guaranteed that it's going to be EX++. And I also gave him 100% crit rate, regardless of the crit rate buff that Brewster provides. So that way, whenever he retaliates with his S3, he's always going to crit, which is very important for me to push the boss to his next turn. So yeah, it's always going to be like about 1 million damage when it comes to the multiplier. But sometimes I can get like times 16, and if I'm really unlucky, I can get sometimes times 14, but it's still going to be EX++. My score would be like somewhere around 16 million if I get like times 14. But yeah, it's pretty consistent. So far, it's 100% chance to get EX++. As you can see, Brewster doing 8. Okay, now you can see, right? Brewster doing 800,000 and Hall doing 458,000. It's not like previously where Hall did like more damage than Brewster, which is kind of goofy. And yeah, I swapped my Brewster to Thunder Set because Thunder Set is so overpowered right now. Everyone is running Thunder Set. Like pretty much, I think all of my DPS is running Thunder Set. Yeah, you don't even need like Ocean Wave Set on Brewster because the boss minus your cooldown by like 1 turn when you enter the petal stage, and I think he fully resets your cooldown when you get into the multiplier phase. So you don't need Brewster to be on Ocean Waves so that he can spam his skill. You don't really need him to spam his skill, you just need him to cast the S3 and get the pursuit attacks, so that way you can get a bunch of damage during the multiplier phase. I think the rest is still the same relics. My Abigail, I made her super slow. Not really super slow, but slow, and HP. because I don't want her to take too many turns. And the reason why I gave her maximum HP with Master Growth is because I need her to have always have the highest HP, so that she does not target her S3 onto herself. I'll do like a 10 blitz real quick, but let's see if it has already registered that I did a 10 run. Yeah, I don't think it registered right here. Let me just do a 10 blitz and then we'll see if that's gonna be any good. Again, once again, I need to reiterate this. This is not going to be a guide or whatever. Okay, this one is 11 million. I got unlucky, I guess. 21 million. Okay, sometimes I can still get super unlucky with like if my Trevor procs the Avatara in the wrong time, which is going to be the second turn. If he procs the Avatara during the second turn, then my run could actually be like pretty scuffed, because I pushed the boss's turn slightly faster than what I want to, and that way the turn ordering becomes completely fucked. So if I want it to be more consistent at like 18 to 20 million, but not gonna be like anything crazy high score like 30 million or something like that, then I would remove this Avatara and then maybe put a fiery set on him, so that the RNG is slightly lower, maybe no RNG at all. Ollie, if you can get him with Avatara, it's going to be better, because with this team you don't reach the maximum amount of hits for the flow attacks. So if you want to, you can actually put him on Avatara, but you kind of need like the 100% accuracy for it to be consistent, that whenever he retaliates, he will then crit 100% of the time. So I don't have any skill ups on him, but again, my Ollie is R6. Fortunate or unfortunate, you judge it from what you see, because again, for the longest time my R6 Ollie didn't do anything for me. You only need him to be at R2 for the most part, but right now my R6 Ollie is actually pretty good for this one. Actually, I think you only need him to be at R4. You probably can just use him at R2, but then you would need some more tanky stats, because at R4 he gains the damage reduction before he takes his turn, which for my team is pretty crucial. And my Jiang Juli, again, he's on 100% crit rate, or not really, he's at 95 because I can't really get it any higher, but just a bunch of crit damage and attack, and very slow as well. You want all of your units to be extremely slow, so that when they take a turn, they do a bunch of damage and they don't eat up too many turns during the multiplier phase. Because once again, when you take a turn during the multiplier phase and you're gonna AP push the boss. Look at my hull, by the way. What the heck? My hull has 235 crit damage. What the fuck? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, looking at the leaderboard, like everyone is using Trevor. Like, once again, the two bosses that we have, unfortunately, it's a highlight on Trevor. Trevor is just irreplaceable in Andras and irreplaceable in Shademother as well. Oh, what the fuck? This guy has a Calmus. Yeah, as you can see, Calmus does do quite well, because he is a shimmer and he does a lot of damage with his S3, and he does like percent HP on all of his skills, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, percent HP on all of his skills. So if you don't have Trevor, maybe you can swap it out with Calmus, or if you want a higher score in my current lineup, then you swap out Jiang Juli with Calmus. That way I think you can get even better score, because right now Jiang Juli is not really doing much except for being a failsafe, so that he doesn't die and all he procs is passive on him or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty safe running Jiang Juli instead of Calmus. You know what? I'm gonna try one more team, but this time I'm gonna run Calmus instead and see if I can get like anything crazy. Alright, so with a bit of fine-tuning, with using Calmus instead of JJ, I'm actually getting more consistent with like 22 to 24 million with this team. Sometimes if I get like unlucky and I prop Avatara on Trevor in the wrong time, then I'm actually kind of screwed. It can sometimes go down to 16 million, and maybe if I get extremely unlucky with this team, it can also go down to like I think it was like 14 million. But yeah, it's the same setup, but I did a little bit of fine-tuning with the speed and This team is somewhere around 22 to 24 million. I did like a few blitz with this team and a couple of runs, and yeah, but I forgot to record, so here it is. So yeah, this one is an unlucky run. As you can see, my hull just dies, but I think we still can get like EX++ pretty easily with this team, because Abigail can revive hull, and also whenever you go into the multiplier phase, the boss resets all of your cooldowns. So Abigail, even though she revives hull right here, she can actually have the S3 up whenever the boss goes into multiplier phase, so it's fine. So Ollie right there, he has his passive backup. He saves what's it called? He saves hull, and then you know, hull can survive, do his shenanigans. I think I don't have runes on my hull. Let me check real quick. So yeah, Abigail has her S3 backup, and as you can see, this team is still, even though I got unlucky, we still can get like EX++, and it's pretty high as well, 18 million. If I get like good RNG, then it could go up to like 22 to 24 million. Alright, one more run. I do have runes on my hull, but he died just now because I got unlucky and I procced too many Avatara procs, or rather I procced an Avatara proc right here. Yeah, right here. I procced Avatara on Trevor. Oh my god, it happened again! No way! Okay, never mind. I think we can still, if my hull doesn't die, okay, it's still gonna be like pretty good. If he gets critted right there, he could die. But you know what? I'm just gonna show you one more run, a run where Trevor does not Avatara proc during the second attack of the boss. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, Trevor, don't proc Avatara, please. Alright, this is going to be like the 22 to 24 million run. 24 million if I get a Avatara proc, I think, on Trevor during the multiplier phase. And yeah, it's once the first obstacle is gone, which is Trevor not Avatara procking on the second boss attack, then it's pretty much guaranteed to be 20 million plus and above. So right here, it doesn't matter if Trevor procs an Avatara or not. It's not really gonna add much, but the most point that's going to be huge is when Trevor procs an Avatara right here. So right, as you can see, the speed tuning is pretty good. I have my Trevor move as soon as the boss goes into multiplier phase. So yeah, Trevor did not proc an Avatara here, so it's not going to be like anything crazy like 25 million or something. So yeah, the speed tuning, Brewster goes right after the boss goes into the multiplier phase, and then when he goes into the multiplier phase, he uses the S3, and then Abigail will AP push Trevor because he has the lowest HP, and yeah, Brewster will just continuously pursue, and Calmus doing 200,000, insane. And yeah, that's going to be like about 24 million, or okay, this time we got like 23 million, I think. Yeah, about 23 million. And yeah, this team, I think I did like a 10 blitz just now, but I forgot to record, and I'm completely out of memo chips. It got like an average turn of 22 million, I think. I think Hull could do a little bit more here because I think he didn't crit on most of his attacks. My high score is still using Jiang Juli though, which is 24.3 million. And yeah, with that team that I use Calmus on, it's more consistent to be at above 20 to 20 something million. So yeah, that's the average turn that I got, or average damage that I got with this team. In my attempt to abbreviate Shademother to like S-Mother, you're gonna see the aftermath of trying to abbreviate Shademother to S-Mother, right? smother Trevor, smother Ollie, smother Brewster, smother Abigail. Hey, come on now. Which part of Abigail are we smothering? But yeah, that's the team comp that I've been running, pretty consistent, and yeah, that's about it, ciao.